Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
I've always loved train journeys. There's something romantic about watching the world blur past, especially on an overnight run. That's why I booked a sleeper cabin on the Coastline Express from Chicago to Seattle. 3 days, 2 nights, a chance to disconnect. I remember settling into my small, cozy compartment, the rhythmic clack of the wheels a soothing lullaby. I even shared a polite nod with the conductor, a stoic man named Mr. Worthy, who had eyes that seemed to see right through you, but I dismissed it as professional intensity. The first day was beautiful, endless plains, small towns, all exactly as the itinerary promised. I ate dinner in the dining car, chatted with a few fellow passengers, and drifted off to sleep around 10, excited for the mountain passes we'd reach by morning. I woke up feeling groggy but not well rested. The compartment was still dark, but a faint, gray light filtered through the blinds. I reached for my phone, squinting at the screen. 6:17 a.m. I sat up, pulled back the blind, and my stomach dropped. Instead of jagged peaks or evergreen forests, I was staring at a vast, desolate stretch of high desert. Red rock formations, sparse scrub, and in the distance, a distinctive, twisted, petrified tree that looked eerily familiar. Too familiar. I was certain, absolutely certain, we had passed this exact landmark late yesterday afternoon. I checked my phone again. Still 6:17 a.m. I unlocked it. The clock app showed the same. The date was correct, but the time hadn't budged since I first looked at it. A cold knot formed in my chest. I tried to calm myself, telling myself it was a glitch or I was just disoriented. I got dressed quickly and went to the observation car. It was mostly empty. A few passengers were there, sipping coffee, gazing out at the unchanging desert. I saw a woman, Kylie, I'd spoken with yesterday. She was reading a paperback, her lips silently mouthing words. When I'd seen her yesterday, she was on page 37. Now, as I walked past, she was still on page 37. I spotted Mr. Worthy coming down the aisle, his uniform immaculate. "Excuse me, conductor," I said, trying to keep my voice even. "Could you tell me what time it is and where we are?" He stopped, turning his head in a motion that was too smooth, too mechanical. His gaze was steady, but his eyes were like polished stones. "Good morning, sir. It's approximately an hour until our next stop, and we are making excellent time." "An hour," I pressed. "But we passed this landscape hours ago, and my phone says 6:17. He offered a thin, unsettling smile that didn't involve his eyes. "Technology can be unreliable, sir. Rest assured, we are on schedule. Please enjoy the journey." He moved on before I could say another word, his steps silent despite the train's sway. I tried talking to Kylie. "Morning," I said. "Crazy, right? Still feels like we're in Arizona." She looked up, startled. "Oh, morning, yes, almost there, thankfully. Another hour or so, I think." She seemed perfectly normal, perfectly oblivious. I pointed out the petrified tree. "We saw that yesterday," I insisted. She just furrowed her brow. "Are you all right? I just saw it for the first time." Panic started to truly set in. I walked to the end of the car, trying to find a door to another compartment or perhaps the dining car. The door was locked. A small sign read, "Cabin maintenance, please use alternative routes." But there were no alternative routes on this car. Just then, another attendant, a woman named Maria with the same unsettling stillness in her movements, appeared seemingly out of nowhere. "Is everything satisfactory, sir?" she asked, her voice soft but firm. "You should remain in your seat until the next stop. Safety regulations." Her eyes, like Worthy's, held no warmth, just a deep, still void. Her hands, I noticed, gripped the armrest beside me a little too tightly, her knuckles white. I retreated, my heart hammering. Hours passed, or what felt like hours. The desert outside continued its relentless, unchanging loop. 6:17 a.m. glowed eternally on my phone. The same passengers occasionally walked by, engaging in the same brief, polite conversations, their faces blank. The rhythmic clack of the wheels started to sound less like a journey and more like a metronome counting down to an unknown end. I stared out the window, desperate for any change, any sign of something real. The light outside never shifted, never brightened, never dimmed. Just that perpetual, unchanging dawn. Then, as the train rounded a familiar curve, the petrified tree momentarily appearing in the distance. I saw it. A brief flicker, a distortion in the glass, not a reflection of the cabin, but something outside. A tall, gaunt figure, impossibly thin, its limbs twisted like that desert tree, its head tilted, watching the train pass. Its eyes, even for a fleeting second, seemed to lock onto mine. They were black, bottomless pits. It was gone as quickly as it appeared, the glass returning to its normal reflection of the empty desert. I stumbled back to my compartment, shaking, adrenaline coursing through me. I pulled the blinds tight, trying to block out the endless desert and that horrifying image. I knew I wasn't going crazy. That thing, whatever it wasn't human. And the attendants, they were part of it. This train, this journey, it wasn't going anywhere. It was a trap. I sat there, hunched, trying to make sense of the madness, when a small, folded napkin slid across the table into my compartment. I looked up. It was Isaac, a quiet man from the car who always wore a dusty baseball cap. He met my gaze, a flicker of understanding in his eyes before he moved on without a word. I snatched the napkin. Scrawled in shaky, almost illegible handwriting were 6 words. "The destinations are lies. Don't look at the eyes." I reread it, the words burning into my mind. He knows. I'm not alone. But what does it mean? What happens if I do look at the eyes? I don't know how long I've been on this train, but it feels like an eternity already. And 6:17 a.m. still blinks back at me from my phone, a mocking reminder that time here doesn't move forward, only cycles. I don't know what to do. I don't know if there's an exit. I just know I can't look at their eyes again, and I can't let them know I know.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.